I'm Katie Gimbar, and I'm answering questions about my flipped classroom. This question comes from Ian in North Carolina. How does this shift some responsibility from the teacher to the student and parent? Well, prior to flipping the classroom, I, as the teacher, had to take on all the responsibility. I spent all of my time preparing my lectures, going through the information. And when students were, sick or absent, I had to take them through that information that they may have missed. When students were distracted or weren't paying attention through the lecture, it was still my responsibility to get them through the material again. Students that were suspended, whatever the reason, the teacher was responsible for making sure they got the information that they may have missed for whatever reason. Now, through flipping the classroom, this information is out there for my students. There's no longer the excuse of, oh, I wasn't here, I missed you going over this, or I was in, the doctor's office or in school suspension. My videos are there for them to always see. So it puts more of that onus on the student. They no longer can use those excuses that they missed the teaching. The other interesting aspect of this is parents. When they come into meetings, I've sat in a few parent conferences where they've looked at, my team of teachers and said, well, what is being offered to my student? What things are you doing to help them improve? They're struggling. And they've looked at me and said, well, I know that you do those videos, so there's no excuse there. And I've seen the kid kind of, man, I'm caught. I don't have an excuse. So the parents want to take that active role, and they love being a part of what's going on in the classroom. Other parents have looked at me and said, it's been years since I've taken algebra, and I used to do it a little different way, and this is so great that I can see how you're telling them to do that, and I can reinforce that at home. It's helping to build those relationships with parents and teachers, and also helping to put some of the responsibility back on them for their child's learning. To learn more about flipping the classroom, visit the Friday Institute's website.